doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elisabet saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Plot twist, we're not really on Earth.
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
That's a wrong arrow. I just wanted to scan those for posterity. It's a little bit of a... There's a crevice right there. Hold up.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange.
So they woke up.
Guide this through the...
Guide that bitch.
Good. We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what did they contain?
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Let's go.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elisabet Sobeck.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
So, the whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elisabet did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how'd it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Intruder! Get her!
Well,
Whatever you do, don't die now.
I'm not picking up the fire position. I think it's stupid. Come to the side, scan this thing.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a... I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians
Better make
the
him
past
pay
few
for it.
thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biome, a complete horror show. We have no right to take a best
Is there
guess at
another
this
route?
stuff.
I've done this before.
But the alternative?
Just need my focus.
Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin.
Maybe the people, the scientists that helped create Zero Dawn were given the option to be reborn. That's why we're here.
Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration.
Left. Up. Left. Down and right.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
What else you hiding in here?
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in
There's a
reverse.
storage area
I don't get
nearby.
paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Need a power cell. Funny thing is, I could use a power cell to open this vault that has the game's best armor in it. Hello there, safe. Supply crate. Just bugger that. Okay, up we go. I'm feeling like claustrophobic right now. Everything's so small and compact. Okay, if I wasn't supposed to drop down there, what the hell is... Where am I going? What am I doing with my life? It's all very confusing. Oh, this thing.
Found one. Looks intact.
The emitter. In you go.
That should do the trick. Now
Up.
let's get that door open.
Left. Down. Right. Up. Left. Down. Right. Up. Oh, it's upside down. Oh my god. So it's down. Down. Left. Down, left, up. Down, left, up, right, down.
That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
How the hell did you guys get in here?
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Wow. special arrows for you.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
That's
Wrecked.
Wait, who went?
That's the last of them.
You guys got destroyed.
Takedowns structural failure. Repeat.
Or not.
Oh my god. Holy fuck. That's a machine gun. That's way too close to grab.
You will perish. A gift from the chef.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
You make it sound so easy. Jackass. Going through the doors they came in from. Gotta
Heavy.
bring
It's hard, too.
bring it into this room. What?
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed... I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
I kind of want to finish off the last of that.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus.
It's kind of funny that the robots we've been killing the entire time this whole game are actually supposed to be used to be terraforming the earth. Clearing the skies, clearing the water. We're the real monsters. Just like in real life. Can't scan through the glass, apparently.
I think this is it. Elisabet Sobeck's office. More eclipse.
Careful now.
These guys are sissies. Don't you worry about them. Sneaky, sneaky.
is no place for man.
You gotta crip walk because if I run, they'll hear me. There's another terminal down there. I want to listen.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
But Apollo never took off. What happened? What happened? The knowledge was never passed. Guess we're going through there. Come on, dude. Don't be shy. I got triple threat right for you. Oh my god. Really, dude? You ducked and weaved at the last second. I just went flying. It's a nice death bringer you got there.
A gift from the shadow.
That's the last of them. Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
Make these guys look silly. What's on the central platform?
Dr. Sobeck, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Dr. Sobeck, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any,
Looks like the only
was
way
to
on
delay
is-
that extinction by days or weeks. By throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come.
But I think
If you are one of the people of that
Artificial
future world,
wombs.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors, to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Clones. Clones! I knew it.
I can't spare the weight.
Sure we can. There you go. Get to my office.
Cradle facilities. Elisabet said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted alpha registry. I need to search Elisabet's office.
Elisabet with an S. Big ol' weirdo. Throw that Z in there. Or Z. Whatever you want to say.
Lots would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability. You're a quick study, Gaia, Dr. Sobeck. As I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event. You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement. Elisabet, may I speak outside protocol? When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand. Elisabet, I detect distress. Are you all right? I'm fine. I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor. But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony.
What if it was all for nothing?
Elisabet, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elisabet. In you, all things would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobeck, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
Where next?
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is, give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elisabet, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Ooh, a kill switch. Find an entrance to the office. How do I get deep in there? Get deep in there. You got mail. 500 years too late, but you got it. What's in here?
I'd have to ditch something. The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Did we get it all or what? Oh. Uh-oh.
Still alive. Good.
I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Oh my god, are you fucking serious?